stuff. Actually, before I get ahead of myself, do you do any other track driving too, or just kind of out here?
I was
play around.
Paralympic skier.
Okay.
No race lane, but I've been here. It's like my 9th time, I think.
Okay, gotcha. So you know this track pretty well then.
Crank out once in a while. I'll crank out a 52. Or,
okay.
I don't know, but, it's I got to work on my line.
Okay.
I turn in too early.
Too early. Okay.
Or I'm not looking ahead. I screw up turn 2.
Okay, going in kind of early in that one sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Someone probably mentioned this before too, but that have they said on that corner kind of like where to wait for that first green cone there to kind of start turning?
Not really.
No.
I just know it's early. If you turn at the cone, it's early, right?
Yeah. I always recommend once it passes, it gets to your door or kind of passes it, that's a good kind of spot there.
Okay.
And then you were saying, so turn 2 sometimes a little early. Was there anybody else too, or just that where? Just that spot?
Turn 1 too.
Turn 1 sometimes? Okay, gotcha.
I've been trying to go really wide and then come up under that one.
Yeah, as opposed to going straight and then...
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
It's been open a little bit, but then I have my vision problem where I'm...
There,
you got to look clear around.
Yeah.
It's such a big corner.
Yeah, and it feels like it's behind you, but once you get there, yeah. So I'll help you out with your vision a lot. That actually works out perfectly good. It's one of my favorite things to work with and like my style. Damn bug here. So you'll hear me say, of course, like look farther, look here, look there. One thing I like to say a lot is take a look through the corner. So what I mean by that is what I see a lot for how our cones and stuff are set up. That first green cone, that turn-in point right there, a lot of people kind of just stare at that green cone and they kind of rely solely on that. And if you're kind of staring at it and you're like, okay, wait to turn, you reach it and you begin turning into the corner. You haven't even seen the corner yet technically, so you don't know how much steering angle or brake to give it there. So what I recommend is before you get to the braking zone, which is technically like the start of the corner right there, just kind of like take a quick look through it, like kind of scan where the apex is, even look out to the exit if you're comfortable with. Okay. And you can bring your vision back to that turning point right there. But that little quick look right there should kind of set you up kind of mentally for what you're going to be getting yourself into before you get there. That's what I kind of see helps a lot for kind of our track out here for sure too. But other than that, so turn 1, turn 2, is there anything else kind of feeling weird so far or anything like that sometimes?
Nope. I mean, I know I'm not going to be perfect, so...
It's all good. It's the fun of it, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Let's see. So I got your video recording too. It's Hey Dems here at Joe Johnson, 7 laps in the RS. So,
right.
Yeah, so I'll be saying, of course, similar words to everybody else. Orange cones, of course, I'll let you know braking.
Yeah.
First green cone, I call that one your turn-in point. Of course, from the turn-in point, you want to kind of have a little bit of a trail braking, so a little bit of a slow release of the brake down to the apex. Just reason being, just the engine so behind the rear axle up there is very light on the front.
Okay.
So just a little bit of a slow release down to the apex. From the apex, just nice, smooth applying the throttle, using all the track as you come out there. Mirrors will be for me, of course. I'll let you know about traffic, and then, just always like just like every time you've been out here, of course, just always, looking as far as you can too. Okay. Paddle shifters, of course, right one's up, left one's down. They're going to move with the wheel on this. I'll let you know on the shift as you're going too. This one you have to do a little bit more shift. Actually, it's a little bit more shifting than our normal cars like the Gt3 and stuff, but it's actually the same shift points as the Performante pretty much. Okay. That worked out perfectly. So, but yeah, I'll let you know when to use those too. Right. I think this wheel's turned to one side. Other than all that, it's going to feel very, very balanced. The only thing, just when you enter the corner, it has the potential to understeer just a little bit on the turn-in. That's really about it, though. As long as you're getting down to the apex, it's pretty much set. Okay. Other than that, ready to get rolled? Yep. Perfect. I got you a manual here. You're clear on this right side. We'll cruise straight and we'll make a left down here too. So after this, you'll probably just end up buying an RS, right?
I don't know. Make these go for 180.
Yeah, right. Not 37,000.
Yeah. 27. Yeah.
Right. We'll go to that last blue cone here and we'll kind of park next to it. So right about here, we got the guy in the Hellcat and one GT3 out there. So we'll let both of them by. Let's see. So that GT3 should be exiting. The Hellcat's coming by right now.
Let's go catch him.
There, that's what I'm talking about. There you go. Yep, you're good to go. Go ahead and enter here. And there's just one upshift here and then one more up here. And scanning for the apex on your right. Easing in, we'll add a little more steering here, all the way out to the left edge. And then one up here, so yeah, a little bit past the green cone here. So now brake it right here, firm here, a little bit harder pressure, easing off the brake, looking up to the exit, all the way to your left edge. right, easing it in, staying to the right side, looking through the corner like it's flat, little brake, little early turning on that one. It's gonna push out pretty early, wait to accelerate, now squeeze. And now braking here, scanning right. We're gonna keep it nice and tight, just letting it come out to the center, squeezing, one upshift here. And then we'll stay to the right, little bit of brake. Now straight to that left edge, scanning right, braking, waiting, easing it in, light throttle, straight out to the left edge here. It's just one upshift here. And then braking here, eyes on the apex to the right, easing off the brake, looking up to that exit, using all the track here. Beautiful line through there. One upshift here. Now braking here, one down with your left, easing off the brake, staying to the right side over the hill, waiting to turn longer, braking, waiting, easing it in, bringing it back to the left edge. Now braking, taking a look for the apex, easing it in, tight as you can, out to the center, one upshift here. And just a little brake, now straight line, scanning to the right already, braking, easing off the brake, we'll add a little more steering to the left edge here. And then one upshift here. Then braking. Yeah, a little early on that one there. We'll stay on that left edge. Then braking here, one down here. We're gonna stay to that right hand side. So we're gonna wait to turn, little brake. Next time we get to this one here, I'll kind of show you through the line through there next time.
Okay.
We'll stay on that left edge here. So now braking here, easing it in. We got a little more steering, coming out to the center here. And then just a little brake here, into that left edge. Now look for the apex real quick. Give it a little brake, waiting. A little early, we'll add a little more steering here to the left edge. And then one upshift here. Just kind of scanning through the whole corner. Braking here, one downshift here. Add a little bit more steering down here, all the way to that left edge. And then braking, one downshift here, easing it in. So we'll go at a little slower pace through here. I'll kind of show you through it. So you want to hug the right a little bit more so here, a little brake, and turning it down. And it's a straight shot. Now power. And then braking here. Easing off the brake. We're going to add a little more steering here. Coming out to the center. One upshift here. A little brake. Into that left edge on the power. Then braking here. Waiting. Easing it in tight as you can. A little bit more power. Now just full power here. And then one up here. And then braking here. Letting that go past your door. Turning in, light throttle here. Using all the track. Looking through the next corner already. One up here. Now braking and one down. Riding the brake in. Gonna stay to that right side, a little bit of power. And braking, waiting, easing it in, wait to accelerate, wait, don't squeeze. Yeah, a little early right there, squeezing. It was just gonna push us out wide over to the dirt right there is all. So we're gonna keep it tight. So yeah, that one right there, just wait a little bit longer to accelerate over the hill. And you just wanna have a little bit more brake before you get to it right there. Just a little brake here. We're gonna go to that left edge. And then waiting, a little early on that one. We're gonna come all the way out to that left edge. I'll show you a different way to take the line through there. And then one up here. And one downshift here past the green. Easing it in, just a light throttle here, a little bit more. We're gonna stay on that left edge here.
You got a lot of guts.
And then braking, one down here. What was that?
I said you have a lot of guts.
I try my best. So give it just a little more brake right here. Now it's at the front. Now just a light throttle, a little bit more, and now squeeze power. So we're just gonna get a little tighter there. So now braking here. You got a little bit more steering on this one. Coming out to the center here. One upshift here. Just a little brake. So we're gonna go to that left edge right now. power, a little bit more. One upshift, go for it. See on that one, try to get to that one up here, that left edge a little bit quicker.
Okay.
So now braking, one down, past the green, easing it in, adding a little more steering here. Just using all the track. We'll go a little bit past the orange here too. So we'll keep going and braking here, one downshift here, easing off the brake. Staying to that right side over this hill. Now braking her firm, set in the front. Now ride that paint tight, 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 tighter, tighter. Now accelerate, power, power. And then braking, waiting, waiting. Out there, beautiful, tight as you can. Letting it come out wide, one up here. Then hugging the right. Little brake, turning. Now to the left edge now here. Braking, one down, waiting, waiting. Still a little early on that one there, no worries. We'll hug that left here. Then one up here. Then braking, one down here. Just adding a little bit more steering. Just using all the track here. Then one up here. Then braking, one downshift here. Easing it in. Then staying to the right side over the hill, accelerating. Little brake here, waiting, waiting. Now ride that paint tight as you can. Touch it tight, tight. Now power, power. And then braking here firm. All right, that was our 7th one around right there too. So we're gonna stay on that left edge. We're gonna exit right side of that yellow tone. Good time?
Yeah.
Good man, good, good. Yeah, it's just that one time we had a gap between the apex there, so that was gonna be a pretty intense exit. Yeah.
Dude, that got loose.
Yeah.
That steering, it stepped out.
Oh yeah. Oh, coming over the hill there?
Yeah.
Oh, that was me. Instead of understeering out, I hit the brakes so it oversteered instead of going out wide.
Oh, you touched the brakes?
I did on that one, yeah.
Thanks a lot. I thought I did that.
No, that was me. I'll admit it when I do. We'll go left side of that GT3 right there too. Right side of that kind of Corvette should be fine. You shouldn't have told me that. What was that?
You shouldn't have told me that.
Oh, because you. Oh, right. It's better that than touching the dirt. Yeah. It's one of those things where if you touch it, it sucks you in too. It's not a good time. There we go. And you can release the brake too, and it should be okay. All right, there we are. Good time though?
That was great.
Good. All that matters to me. All that matters to me.
Yeah.
So, so I can kind of see though, how you're kind of taking the corner sometimes though is that turn one right there. So when you're going into it, is it like an eager thing? It feels like, or like a not
just too aggressive. I'm really good at slalom.
Oh, okay.
When you cut the line, you cheat the line is how you go fast.
Yeah. Okay.
And
that's where it comes from.
The balance of these cars, you got to just be more gentle and more balanced, and I need to work on that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, no, that's definitely what I see is, I guess you could say eager would be the right word, eager or this or that, but kind of going in there.
Yeah.
But yes, so you've done most of your track driving out here though. So if you were to take away the cones, like the apexes and stuff, technically when you're going into the corners, if you go in earlier, like, it's not necessarily the wrong way to taking the corner, but it's just moving the apex closer to you. So, so what I mean by that is, just what I'm kind of getting at is earlier apexes have their advantages and later apexes do. Just the reason why we try to do like a later one on this corner here and a later one on that corner is, a car accelerates quicker from, 40 miles per hour to 80, 60, but it accelerates it takes a lot longer to accelerate from like 100 miles per hour right from there. So with the later apex, like on that corner there, for example, when you're coming out of the corner, it kind of strains out your exit a little bit more, so you could get on the throttle a lot harder, which sacrifices your entry of the corner right there.
Okay.
So what I'm getting at you're definitely, you got the smoothness and the weighting and everything, or not the weighting, but I'm getting all mixed up here. The vision as you're going, kind of looking as you're going. So you're smooth with your input. You're looking for the apex and the exit right there. But I think what might help you out is, as far as the corners and stuff, is kind of remembering the advantages of a later apex. So what I mean by that is, let's say for example you're going that corner right there, and you're about to turn, and you're like, oh, if I get later going in, that'll extend my straightaway a little bit more. So and then you'll be able to accelerate a lot harder as you come out there.
Carry more speed.
Yeah, because with that kind of one thing I've realized is, you know, you could say wait to turn longer, wait for it, but it's kind of not ambiguous. Well, I guess you could say ambiguous, you know.
Well, it's kind of like downhill. So when you do slalom, you cheat it.
Yeah.
The downhill, it's all about being smooth and you're extending the turns.
Yeah.
As long as you can to keep a flat ski.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much, because if you have the ski on edge, you're losing speed, you're scuttering. So it's
right, okay.
You're always trying to like. So that's. Yeah, I just need to work on my line.
It's all good. It's all good. But that's just
It's fun though.
if you do it again or this or that or you know, if you look up stuff online or whatever it is, that's just one thing that could help you out or this or just be interesting is kind of seeing the advantages of an earlier apex to a later apex, because it's one thing you could use not only out here but like anything you do for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's that's one thing when you're like looking at a new track as you go to, that's just kind of the way you kind of see the take the corners. You're like, okay, later apex here, I could extend this straight away, get here, you know, so forth.
Sure.
I think that might kind of be like the next thing that might kind of help you out as far as that getting the feel for waiting the turn might just kind of come I don't want to say knowing, but kind of having that extra thing in the back of your head might kind of help you out wait it a little bit longer. Sure. So I'm getting at.
No, I get it, man. You're a great instructor.
I try my best, man. Yeah, no worries. I try my best. And